I got the drill swept out this morning. That way we can change bean varieties and switch to Enlist from what we've been running, which was Extend. And I am taking the 8530 and the drill over to Grandma's, and we're going to start drilling beans this morning. There is about a semi-load of wheat left to go in that field, but it's going to take me quite some time to get across 40 acres. Dad will end up finishing up that field later. We'll move up the road to the 30 acres around the house there. We're actually going to drop all that straw because between two neighbors they want that straw, so we're going to drop that 30 acres for them. Now the reason why the 4630 is not on the drill, I actually wanted to drill with the 4630, but Dad wants the monitor on the drill, and the monitor is on the 8530. This will give us a better gauge on what kind of population we're dropping, because we're going to be dropping these, I would assume, around 200 to 220,000. Today will be more than likely the last day of wheat harvest, and we'll get all of our double crop beans in today. Well, we got the drill set, and I got a round made here, and I got my AB line set. Dad's gonna take the seed tender back to the farm and get the 4020 and disc a couple of trenches that were made with the sprayer down there in that low spot. And there's a spot up there by the pivot that needs to be disced up. So he's gonna do that with the 4020. I'm gonna take the black semi, since that's full from yesterday, take that back to the farm and get that dumped in that holding bin, and bring that back down and take that over to where the blue semi is. And like I said, there's only about another load left out in this field. Once Dad gets done disking, he'll go ahead and finish this field up, and I'm going to work on getting this drilled. When I get this half of the field done, I'm going to start the irrigator at 1/2 inch and get this thing walking around. We're going to let this walk around twice, so we'll put on a total of 1 inch. There's no rain in the forecast, so we gotta try and get these beans as well established as what we can, and plus they're double crops, so we gotta give them the best chance that we can give them. So Dad called me, and once he gets up to the other end there and dumps on the truck, he's gonna call it quits for a couple hours. That wheat picked up a lot of moisture since yesterday. Yesterday it was running around 10-11%, and first pass by the irrigator was running around 17%, so he went over on the other side, on the south side of the field, and that's running about 15. So he's gonna give it a couple hours and come down here, and he's gonna dump that tank full in the bottom of each hopper of the black semi, and come back down here in a few hours and try it again, and it should be dry enough by then. Dad's got the irrigators set for 1/2 inch. Like I said, we're just gonna let this thing walk around twice, and I'm just gonna stay down here and keep drilling beans. That way I can try and get caught up to Dad here, and that way I can help him move when he gets done with this field and get moved up to that field just up the road there. Well, we got the blue semi completely empty. Luckily, it all ran up in that holding bin, and we didn't get that holding bin run over, so it all fit. And we are flying back to the field right now. There's a little pop-up thunderstorm, literally right in Valpo. And I would say it's just about to Wanata right now. And it's the tiniest little thing on the radar, but we really want to get this wheat field done. That way we can get all the beans in. And really it doesn't matter about that 30 acres because we're not too concerned about that for double crop, because we're not double cropping that. And we're just dropping the straw on that. So we're not really too concerned about getting that cut, but we would really like to get this 40 acres done. It's one of those things where it's like you really want it to rain, but then again, you don't want it to rain where we're cutting wheat because we just want to get done. But otherwise, it can rain anywhere else because we desperately need the rain. Now the problem is, if it is going to rain, I don't want these beans on the back of the drill to get wet, but I don't know how many I'm actually going to need. The drill's just under half. I've got 13 bags. I've got about 10 acres. Ah, man, that's gonna come close. Really close. Man, that's gonna come out close. Just waiting for Dad to move on the other end. Once he gets done dumping, I can go, but I should put in a couple more bags. Can't get much quicker than this doing double crop. That's awesome. And that's a wrap for wheat on this field. 30 acres more to go. Well, last pass for double crop beans. Hopefully I have enough in the drill. I just checked and I should barely make it up to the other end, and I've used up all the bags, and I really don't want to run back to the farm and crack a bag old. So hopefully I can make it. If not, I guess I'm gonna have to go get a bag. I'm gonna take the 40-20 into disc, and there's a spot up there on the end of the pivot lane where the tomato guys chiseled across it, and it's pretty rough, so I'm going to level it up the best I can with the disc, wheat's actually surprisingly doing pretty good for what this has been through, and especially since this is dry land and it burned up pretty early. It's doing pretty decent. Put it this way, it's exceeding our expectation. The 40 on the corner did pretty good. I mean, it met our expectations. We figured it was going to yield around that. Not going to really discuss yield, but it did pretty good considering what it went through, 2 freezes and going through a pretty dry spell there, but thankfully that was irrigated, so it did pretty good. My buddy Clay's baling for the neighbor who wants a straw. So he came around with the round baler and did all the end rows and did a pass here in the middle. I guess the neighbor still wants, I don't know, 3 loads of small squares, so around 300 square bales. And then the neighbor just down the road here, they want, I'm assuming, some square bales and I believe some rounds out of this. So this is only what we're going to be dropping. We're only going to drop this 30 acres. And the rye we're actually going to blow back on, because what we can't get cleaned out of the heads will just end up getting reseeded into the ground through the chopper, essentially, broadcasted on, and essentially be our cover crop out there. So it's actually pretty cool how we're going to do that. Yield monitor's not right and the moisture's off, so don't worry about that. Well, trucks are full, holding bins full at the farm, and we're not going to cut the combine completely full because all there's left is a tank full. So we'll run these up to the port tomorrow morning, come back down here, finish this up, and the neighbors will be out to bale this, and we'll be officially done with wheat. So all we got left to do is 50 acres of rye. So I'm going to take the 8530 and the drill back to our house. We're pretty much done for the year with the drill, except we're actually going to put out a exotic, I guess you could say exotic, cover crop mix, 30 acres there where we're cutting wheat right now. For now, what we got planned for that is rye, clover, radish, and probably some others in there to help try and build that field up a little bit better and help that field out some. I'm not sure when we're going to do that. I mean, we've got plenty of time to put that in. I mean, it's only July 5th, so. But we'll put that in with the drill, so eventually here we'll be getting that drilled. We'll also be drilling some cereal rye for cover crop next year, at least for right now. At least when Dad and I last talked about that, we've got about 50 acres that we got figured, 20 acre field and a 30-some acre field that we're actually going to put in after the tomatoes. So we'll have about 30 of it irrigated and 20 of it dry land. We may end up putting in some more. We're not entirely sure yet. We'll just see how this rye goes that we've got out this year. We may end up doing some more, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.